Alright, what's up guys? This is a video I've been seeing in my recommendations for the longest, uploaded by a channel called Wild Versus, but it's their video. This is why orcas are called killer whales. I remember learning about them a little bit when I was in the 5th grade. I remember the teacher, she told us like, hey, just, pick an animal, and then I think I got killer whales. So I knew a little bit about them. But I don't know, like, if you guys were to ask me today, I don't remember absolutely nothing about killer whales. So, yeah. In orcas, I'm like, only thing I know is an orca card. So, that's as far as I'm going with it and stuff. But anyways, yeah, let's go ahead, check out this video, see what this video is going to be all about. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Wild Versus for more videos like this. But in that being said, let's get into this video.
When it comes to ruling the sea, bigger isn't always better. Surprisingly, some of the largest ocean creatures aren't dangerous at all. The blue whale is the largest animal on the planet, weighing as much as 33 elephants, and all it eats is krill. It's like eating a 1 centimeter piece of pizza. And the whale shark, despite its menacing name and 40-foot length, only eats plankton and small fish.
Wow.
So, what does it really take to be at the top of the ocean's food chain? Specialized hunting skills, a ferocious appetite, and few, if any, natural predators. Oh, and sharp teeth don't hurt either.
Huh. Okay. I like how, like, we transition from, like, kids watching, like, Animal Planet, watching Steve Irwin, you know, wrestle and got, like, an alligator in a chokehold or crocodile. Now we're, like, I'm sitting here, you know, reacting to this stuff on YouTube for a living. Like, it's weird, man. It's crazy.
When you think of the top ocean predators, you probably think of sharks. That's wrong. The true ruler of the sea is the killer whale. Surprisingly, they're not whales, they're dolphins. It's hard to believe that a cute animal like a dolphin is ruling the ocean, right?
What?
Anyway, we're going to explain this
in the next minutes of the video. Why would they call them that thing, killer whales? Like, just call them killer dolphins. Oh, I'm upset about that. I don't even remember learning about that in school, but I'm mad now. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Killer whales are apex predators, which means they have no natural predators.
It looked like it's just holding it, like
wolves, which are also at the top of their food chain. Most often come across resident killer whales, which feed predominantly on salmon. But we occasionally spot transient orcas, which eat everything from fish to seals to sharks and even other whales. Gluttonous thing.
That's crazy.
If you have any doubt about the killer whale's apex status, consider this. Wildlife watchers off the coast of California witnessed an orca attacking a great white shark. Of course, the orca won. No contest. Interactions between the two typically do not end well for the shark. In 1997, the first recorded interaction between a great white and orca was documented. Two orcas killed a great white shark and ate its liver. Removing the liver and leaving the rest of the body is quite consistent behavior for orcas. In 2017, 5 great whites washed ashore in South Africa with similar signs. The livers had been removed with incredible precision, and orcas are believed the most likely culprits.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's absolutely terrifying. Orcas are highly intelligent animals.
Hello?
Yeah, they're smart. They're smart.
Hunt. Their very presence, even when brief, can have a huge impact on the surrounding ecosystem. When the great white sharks flee and do not hunt in an area for up to a year, the numbers of their prey do not decline as they normally would, which affects other areas of the ecosystem in turn. It seems that orca whales can be considered the true apex predator of the ocean now. Why are orcas called killer whales?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about.
Are they swimming in the ocean with guns and killing everyone? No. Let's explain why. Dolphins and whales are closely related. Orcas were given the name killer whale by ancient sailors' observations of groups of orcas hunting and preying on larger whale species. They called orcas asesina ballenas, or whale killer, a term that was eventually flipped around to the easier killer whale.
Okay.
Their Latin name, Orcinus orca, also reflects this observation of orcas feeding on large whales. Orcinus means of the kingdom of the dead, and orca refers to a kind of whale. We know that orcas are top predators, yes, but not the vicious whale killer that the ancient mariners thought them to be. If you could give orcas another name, what would you call them? Let me know in the comments below. Killer whales look
freaking killer dolphins if they come from the dolphin family, killer dolphins.
Cute and have a friendlier image than great white sharks, perhaps because of their respective portrayals in movies. Jaws 2 even begins with the beached carcass of a half-eaten orca. We mentioned a lot.
I never saw that. I only watched one. I think I watched, what is it, the like Jaws Revenge, or it was like I don't think it was a third one. Was it the third or fourth one? And then it was like the shark was making like tiger, or not tiger, but it was making like some lion or tiger like type noise and stuff. And so I'm like, how is that? But anyways, yeah, it's, you know, at times they be going all out with those movies. But I've only really sat down and watched Jaws 1.
The great white sharks. So let's take a look at them too. They can smell a single drop of blood floating in 10 billion drops of water. They can detect movement from as far away as 820 feet. And with powerful streamlined bodies and razor-sharp teeth, great white sharks are as scary as it gets. But don't worry, they generally don't eat people, and most attacks on humans aren't fatal anyway. Nevertheless, I recommend you to be sure that you're not bleeding if you're gonna get in the ocean.
Exactly.
Great white sharks prefer to gobble up sea lions, seals, dolphins, small-toothed whales, sea turtles,
I still don't trust them.
and even the rotting flesh of dead animals. They can reach speeds of 43 miles, 69 kilometers per hour, which allows them to surprise their prey and subdue it with a single bite. Great white sharks can even leave the water completely, breaching like whales when attacking prey from underneath.
I was so fascinated by that when I was a kid.
Let's take a look at another animal that's higher up in the food chain, polar bears. Polar bears are land mammals. Is it hard to open your eyes in the water, buddy? They spend much of their life at sea. They're incredibly strong swimmers who have been spotted hundreds of miles from land. Polar bears mainly eat seals, but also munch on belugas, narwhal, bowhead whales, walrus, and sometimes fish. Look at that big bodies. They need to be filled up, so in summer, when the sea ice melts and they don't have easy access to marine prey, they may scavenge carcasses or search for bird eggs and berries. Seals are their preferred meal, though, and polar bears will wait for days for a seal to surface at a breathing hole.
Wow.
When the seal finally pops up for air, the polar bear swipes at it with its mighty paw and crushes it with a single bite from its powerful jaws. Polar bears are apex predators in the Arctic, but they do occasionally back down from a fight with a walrus.
Yeah, because they
Another
like,
predator after the polar bears.
They're like they with it. They're like they with the violence. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk over here. I'm gonna be a polar bear over here. That's honestly you gotta do in this situation. When you're a polar bear and the walrus is like, hey yo, bro, we ain't doing all that over here. You go over there and do that. Like, yeah, you just gotta walk away and accept it.
Leopard seals are quite cute until they open their mouths.
Happy
their jaws are wide and powerful and are lined with long, razor-sharp teeth. They have no trouble ripping apart penguins and seal pups, their favorite meals. Leopard seals are one of the Antarctic's most ferocious hunters. Take their penguin-eating habits, for example. After they grab a penguin, they thrash the bird back and forth until the skin peels away. Then they consume the carcass. So they're not as cute as they seem. Unlike, they're quite scary. If you see one of it, don't try to pet it. Topping out at 10 feet and weighing up to a ton, leopard seals have a virtually insatiable appetite and spend the majority of their time searching for prey. They'll eat almost anything, including fish, squid, crustaceans, and even krill. One leopard seal captured near Sydney had eaten a full-grown platypus. Lastly, there is one more animal that should not be forgotten in this list: sea lions. Aw, look at that cuteness. But this cuteness has three main predators to be careful of. They include killer whales, sharks, and humans. Of course, humans pose the biggest threat to them, both in the water and on land, than those other types of predators. While we don't know too much about the interactions with sea lions and killer whales or sharks, we definitely know plenty about their interactions with humans. Many researchers believe that the sea lion can easily swim faster than killer whales and sharks. Do you see this speed? It's like they're the Flash of the seas. However, it is often the element of surprise that results in them being prey for these predators. Also, the very young or those that are sick won't be able to move as fast, so they're easier for these predators to capture. Sea lions can often sense when killer whales or sharks are close by. Their biggest defense to this is to get to the edge of the water and onto land. Sometimes, these predators can jump up and still capture them though, if they don't move far enough away from the edge of the water.
That's crazy.
See you in the next video.
That's some wild stuff, man. And then, of course, you like some freaking got predators and stuff. Imagine if those things was real. Imagine if, like, the, you know, killer whales and sharks and all that stuff that never existed. We had to deal with, like, predators and aliens and all that stuff. I'd be so upset. I'm like, dang, bro. I'm like, and those would be the scary movies. Killer whales and sea lions and sharks and all that stuff. And then, like, the predators and aliens and all that. That's the normal stuff. That'd be so crazy. But anyways, no, that was a pretty good video. I enjoyed that. Shout out to Wild Versus. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to them for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.